friends, I'm Karan and today I'm going to be talking to you about my process of creating characters for a children's picture book. So, the first step in characters development is, of course, reading the manuscript and characters' descriptions. After that, I did research and created a mood board with the references. I usually look for photo references on Pinterest. It's convenient to create boards on separate topics. For example, I've created people references board. I also use the Unsplash website to find photo references. Here I can search by topic, whether it's old people, or children, whatever I need. After that, I collect all the photo references in Figma. Figma is a great tool that allows me to keep everything well organized. For my convenience, I divided all the photo references into sections: children, grandparents, and father. After collecting references, I grabbed sketchbooks and started sketching. I just sketched people from photo references. I was trying to find my characters and just drawing and playing around. I spent a lot of time drawing grandparents. I was looking for style, proportions. Here you can see the circles inside some of the characters. This is how I work with proportions. Basically, there is a rule that the body of an adult contains 8 head lengths. The child's proportions are different. It can be 5, 4, or even less heads. It depends on the age of the child you are drawing, as well as the style and your goals. You can break these rules to achieve your own goals, so I was just experimenting with different proportions. Sometimes I switch to ink because trying different materials can be helpful when you are looking for a style. I drew with ink and Derwent colored pencils. I was drawing the grandfather in various situations. He was reading, drawing, playing with his granddaughter. In this way, I was kind of looking for my grandfather, for his personality. It doesn't matter if these scenes are in your story or not, it's just kind of character study. I drew the grandfather until I enjoyed him. I also have a larger Moleskine sketchbook. Sometimes I switch to a different size sketchbook while drawing. Here I can draw more characters on one page. Here I drew the father, and here the grandmother again. I wasn't happy with the grandmother because she looked too old, so I needed to find other body proportions to make her look younger. I was trying to draw the grandmother with or without the neck and seeing in which version she looks younger. I was just trying, experimenting and playing around. Here I drew the grandfather with the granddaughter in ink, and the last sketches were the father. After many character options were sketched, I took the ones I liked and cut them out of sketchbooks. By the way, I've learned this method of cutting characters from a sketchbook from Emma Malyauka's Domestika course, and if you are a beginner children's picture book illustrator, I highly recommend this course where Emma shares lots of tips and tricks. When creating characters, it's extremely important to consider them as an ensemble, making sure they fit well in terms of style, proportions, colors, and contrast. This way I choose from many character options. It's like casting. I see which characters fit to my story and not just as individuals, but in terms of how they play together. So that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope this video was interesting and useful for you. See you in the next videos.